Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Chicago. How you doing here? Welcome to YouTube here. Yeah, we'll move to the evening time here. I think people by now know why I'm on YouTube at this hour. Usually we do the lunchtime walks here, but we'll let people slowly find us here. Let me know if we're streaming okay here. Hey Chris, how you doing there? Sharon, thanks for finding me here. I know I was late getting out of the office and I was like, oh, people are going to be worried like I'm not coming on YouTube, but here I am. Thanks for finding me here. Mary Therese, Angel, Crystal Blue Funk. Hey, thanks for tuning in here. See, we'll keep this show on the road. This is the show that never ends. They can't shut us down. And it's not bad at all. It's only a three day suspension there on TikTok. We can handle that. Hey, Lorene, thanks for being on here. Thanks, Nelios, Wes, Bob. It's flying by. Everybody's coming in here. Barbara, Taco, Jalapeno Salsa, thanks for joining us on YouTube. We're just head up Michigan Avenue. We'll get some nice content here on YouTube for the page there. Hey, look at the Carbide and Carbon. Hubert, how you doing there, Mylene? Good evening. Thanks everybody for the support and understanding these things happen. Kevin, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm in TikTok timeout, TikTok jail. I appreciate everybody's comments there on showed my face. You know, longtime friends and followers know I had to do that before, like in the fall a few times we got banned. I'm gonna miss people keep filing in here. Krista, Andre, Barbara, yeah. You're at Mike and Brandy's? Hey, tell Mike and Brandy I said hello. See, you can throw me up on you got the YouTube app on the TV screen. You can watch Chicago there on the big screen TV there. That's what some people do. Yeah, how's it going there, Mr. Turnip? How you doing? You know where we're at here. We're on Michigan Avenue. There's the Charlie Brown building. Look how it looks like Charlie Brown's shirt there. The bottom of it. And there's the London House. Helios, John James, yeah, Hubert. That's good. Christy. So, if I miss your name here, I'm going to switch to talking about what we're seeing here on the road here. And we'll see if it's still there. I think in the Gold Coast, they ripped up some of the asphalt, and it was an old woodblock street. Remember how I always show the woodblock alleys? And I'm fortunate I saw this just before, because they might be paving over the street as we speak. They ripped up the asphalt and there's wood blocks underneath there. Some guy, it's already going viral. He filmed it this morning. He didn't even mention the name of the street, but I was able to recognize it. I think it's Bank Street between State and Dearborn. No, between Astor and State. Yeah, we'll see if we can check that out there. Julie, Daryl, yeah, Wes, Taco. Yeah, thanks everybody. Good evening there. So we'll continue to live stream here on YouTube in the interim. I personally need a break from TikTok anyway. You know, TikTok, my moderators know, especially Sarah and some of my longtime moderators, TikTok stresses me out sometimes. You know, I can't deal with just the endless. Every time I go live on TikTok, we get new people that have never seen me before, which is good. I'm getting exposure. But then, you know, sometimes their questions or their comments throw me off, and it gets me to talk about things that I probably shouldn't even touch. Just like when I was talking about the Sueños Festival. I like the Sueños Festival, you know, this Latin music festival that's going to be happening this weekend. This is like the third year they're doing it. It usually happens right around Memorial Day. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday. And I saw the comments quickly divulged into, of course, you know, where it was going to go once I bring up anything about the Latino, Hispanic culture, the current political divide we have in this country to deal with immigration. And so I was trying to head it off the pass, and I mentioned the wrong thing. And then so I take full responsibility. There's certain words, no matter what the context is, even if it's the historical context, I've learned the hard way. I can't even go there, and that's the chilling effects of, you know, the terms and conditions. I know they're trying to create a inclusive, which I'm all for, an inclusive pleasant experience for everyone, which is laughable because if you talk to my moderators or me, from my perspective, people bash this city all the time. People can bash me, they can bash my moderators. TikTok does nothing to help that out. And you know, we get overwhelmed with the amount of just trolling that happens on the app, which they can do nothing to solve that, but they can block me. You know, they can block my speech, which is easier to do, and it's mainly lawyers. Look at the Chicago River, look at the boats here. Yeah, we were here this morning. If you missed it, you can watch the full live rerun. That's the good thing about YouTube, is I don't have to edit out the content. We can watch the full live rerun. So if you miss any of this, there's plenty of content you can catch up on if you're missing my street walking. I am probably going to take a break and enjoy the holiday weekend. I probably need to take a break from live streaming. Hey, Jean-Baptiste Pointe de Sable, how you doing there? The first non-indigenous resident of Chicago there. You see the St. Regis Bridge House there. Here's the Apple Store. That's where his house with his wife, his Potawatomi wife, Kitty Hawa. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Yeah, Mary Therese, Chris. Cubs got blanked again. Man, they're losing to the Braves. Yeah, they lost bad last night, and then they lost today. Well, I guess they won that first game, but you can't win them all. So, I could have went to the game today. Big thanks to Crazy Dog Dad. Crazy Dog Dad offered me tickets. I had work to do today, and then, you know, I'm dealing with the TikTok suspension, and I appreciate Crazy Dog Dad for. I could have went in the game today, but Chris and I are going next Friday. I'm already taking off next Friday. I took off last Friday when we went to the cemetery, and I wish I could have went to the game today, but they lost, so it would have been a beautiful day to see a game today, even though the Cubs lost. But thanks for the information. Hey, Dolores Metalhead. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Sorry if I missed anybody. I was rambling on there when we crossed the bridge here, but hey, how does Michigan Avenue look in landscape? Does this look nice? You seeing better resolution? We might just stay with, how you doing, sir? We might just stay with YouTube here. Yeah, Disney Dancing Taxis, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. I remember you. And yeah, we'll just go past the people walking up Michigan Avenue. We're going past the Tribune Tower. And I'll try not to make people sick by swinging the camera around too much. We'll check out this beautiful detail of the Tribune Tower and the doors here. Those are not motorcycles, those are regular dirt bikes. People riding the dirt bikes around here. There, Nathaniel Hale's looking nice. All these statues. Yeah, the visuals are good. The sound's good. Good. Yeah, see, we can contrast this. See, this might be TikTok's loss. They're going to get us all to switch to YouTube. There's multiple platforms. I could start exploring some other platforms, but YouTube's pretty good for some things. I do enjoy it. To me, it's a less stressful. Like, look at this. Look at this. You know, Brandy, how you doing there? How you doing, cuz? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Your mom's been tuning in on the Lunch Bunch, which is great, and I appreciate that. I'm glad you're tuning in, Brandy. Tell Mike I said hey. And you know Chicago. You know the city, too. You guys have been here many times, and appreciate, you know, right where we're at here on Michigan Avenue. And Mike Overstreet tunes in sometimes. I know, you know, we got all these events coming on later this year, so yeah, we'll keep this show on the road here. I got a 3-day, I think your mom probably told you, I got a 3-day live streaming suspension on TikTok. My mouth got me into trouble. I mentioned a word I shouldn't have mentioned. I thought I was using it in the historical context, referring to a real event. You can look it up on Wikipedia, but there's some words that you just can't say, and that was my own fault. I got to tone it down here, but that's happened before. You know, I had an original count on TikTok. We got to 38,000, and then I got permanently suspended from that one because I think it had something to do with, I can say it on YouTube, it had to do with the marijuana dispensary. TikTok doesn't like that at all. And even though it's legal here in Illinois, isn't that amazing? And now it's legal in Ohio too. But yeah, the more you live stream, it's just bound something's gonna happen. It's just something. They're always changing the terms and conditions. That you don't know what words will trip the algorithm, and you find out by trial and then when you get a demerit or whatever it is, they don't even tell you. It's just this broad category. It could be any number, and then you're always searching back, like, what did I say? What did I do to? And everybody's like, you know, did the trolls gang up on you? Sometimes that happens. The trolls will do a mass attack. They'll do a mass reporting just to like have fun. They get like lulls of like, let's see if we get this person banned. Like that happens all the time. You know, the perils of live streaming are legion, as we always talk about. But hey, thanks. That's crazy, yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey, we got 47 people tuning in here. I enjoy a smaller audience like we have at lunchtime. It's actually more enjoyable. I can read the comments. We can interact better. It's a more meaningful experience, I think, for everybody. And my stress level is much more manageable, because sometimes when we get like 400, 600 people in the chat, the comments are flying by on TikTok, and it never fails. The one I see is the one like somebody attacking me or bashing Chicago, which, you know, I don't like when people bash Chicago. I'll defend this city, and even though, you know, the city does have problems, just like everybody, every place has problems. There, Colores Mexicanos. Here's the La Catrina statue. She's looking nice. Sarah and others know I got a fetish for La Catrina, the Dia de los Muertos statue. Hey, we'll be able to film the butterflies and landscape. We got the butterflies. Look at this beautiful landscaping here along Michigan Avenue. Yeah, I'm heading home. Despicable Knee, I like your name there. Yeah, we're heading home. I want to see if this, so someone posted a TikTok. It's already like going kind of viral, where there's, you know how we show the woodblock alley up there by the Archbishop's residence in the Gold Coast? There's another street they're repaving. They're tearing up Rush Street. They're doing a lot of road work in that area, as they do this time of year, and it looks like they're going to repave one of the streets in the Gold Coast. Well, underneath it was the wood blocks from when the street was made out of wood blocks. So I'm going to cruise through there. To my luck, they just probably repaved it before I got there earlier today. But if it's still exposed like it is in the TikTok, I'll try to film it. And thanks to the person that sent me that, gave me a memo there. Someone was in Chicago and was like, look at this. Look at this. Esmeralda, how you doing there? Carla. Yeah, thanks everybody. Yeah, it's much cleaner. Yeah, you know, it's you know, people always imagine like what they see in New York. You know, we get compared to New York City. Chicago and New York are completely different cities. New Yorkers would never confuse Chicago for New York, but you know, people that they just see skyscrapers and they're like, oh, this must be New York. People ask me to go to Central Park and Bryant Park. I'm like, well, that's New York City. We can go to Lincoln Park. We can go to Washington Park. We can go to Grant Park. But there's the giant Starbucks. There's this giant Starbucks. This used to be a Crate and Barrel. Now it's 4 levels of Starbucks here on Michigan Avenue. There's the Cubs store. There's the Nike Town. We're at Erie, Michigan. Last car crossing, or SUV crossing. Yeah, that's a long walk. It's a long walk to New York. I'll take the Erie Canal. Hey, Allerton Tip Top Tap. Yeah. There's the Nike Town, Michigan Avenue. Here, we'll head up here past the Cubs team store. The Sox team store is at 35th. It's by Sox Park here. But yeah, Garfield Park. Yeah, we got Garfield Park, Humboldt Park, Douglas Park, all the great parks on the west side. Jackson and Washington Parks on the south side, Marquette Park, Lincoln Park on the north side, and many more. Oz Park. Yeah. What are you saying there, Chris? Is it me? What did I say? Look at the water fountain here. Well, here we'll keep crisscrossing here. We'll head back across Michigan Avenue here. We'll just go with the light here. We'll go with the flow. Yeah, here's Michigan Avenue looking south. Yeah. Christopher Dotson, yeah. Despicable Me. What did Carlos say? Let me see what Carlos said here. I missed it. Yeah, Christopher Dotson gives the approval. That's good. Christopher knows because, you know, New York City. You follow Christopher Dotson there for good New York City content, the whole metro area there. And, yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Today's Chicago woman. Hey, look at these Rolex watches. Can you tell I'm in a better mood? You know, people don't understand what a mental toll, just my psyche, you know, look at that guy just weaving it. Well, he's going way too fast. Yeah, he finally slowed down. Okay, good. They were supposed to make those scooters so you couldn't ride them on the sidewalk. It shows you that they did nothing, and the city does nothing to stop that. That's okay, as long as they don't hit me. But, yeah, TikTok stresses me out sometimes. You know, it's like too early in the morning. Like, I'll come on, like this morning, I'll come on early in the morning, and right away people are laying into Chicago, attacking the mayor, saying, show the Trump building, things like that. And then, you know, they'll bring up the migrant crisis. They'll like laugh. They'll be like, oh, you know, you having fun with all the migrants? I'm like, you jerks. And so then that's why I'll try to talk about the historical stuff, and then it gets me into trouble because the algorithm on TikTok can't distinguish. It just goes by keywords, you know. And so I have to constantly train myself to dance around certain subjects. The chilling effects. It's not free speech. It's monetized speech. Christopher Dotson has to deal with the two on YouTube, but YouTube's much more forgiving and less stressful for the, at least from my perspective. Man, what a bunch of a-holes. Hey, look at that beautiful dog there. Yeah, look at that. Pushing in the stroller there. Yeah, they don't light up the beacon on the Palm Olive that often. That's why when I catch it, I make a point to try to film it because it's so beautiful when it goes out over the lake. And you know, sometimes it'll hit the clouds and stuff if you can catch it from the north. And of course, they don't spin it all the way around because it would shine right into the John Hancock or, you know, the other buildings here. But yeah, that's the Lindbergh light at the top of the Palm Olive. It used to be the Playboy building. Now it's residential. We'll go right by it here. Well, we'll be able to see it once we go by the water tower here. But yeah, if you just join me in Chicago, we're heading up Michigan Avenue. Look, no one's asked the time or the temp. Isn't that amazing? I'll tell it to you, 5:30. We got like 73 degrees. And that's another thing. Like, people made a drinking game out of like getting me to say the time, and Sarah and my other moderators noticed it, and they're like, we're going to put a stop to this, because as soon as I would say it, they would ask it again, and it was just to be like a jerk, you know, like, because there's a lot of jerks on TikTok. It just seems to, that app seems to attract all the trolls. They love it. That's why they're there. They're not there to, they're there just to cause chaos. And they might be like bots or something. Oh, you got a stroller for your dog? Oh, but that's good. You take your dog out. That's good. A seeing impaired dog. That's okay. That's good for your dog. I'm sure your dog enjoys it. The dog can smell. Your dog can smell the different places they go and listen with their ears. The dogs have amazing hearing and smell, so they can gain much more information from that than we can. You know, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, can we go to the south side? Yeah, no one asked me to go to O Block yet. No one asked, look at that convertible there. No one asked me to go to the south side. I mean, you know, I got content on the south side, as people know. I got 130 videos of the west and south side. Here, we'll film this convertible here. They're stuck. They're stuck. Everybody's stuck. Hey, people came from the beach. Hey, get the free Bible course. That's great. Hey, you see the butterflies here? Look at the John Hancock, Ritz-Carlton, the water tower. These butterflies. The fountains on. Yeah, what city is this? You guys know. You get tired of it too, because you're long-term, you know, friends and followers. You know all this stuff. Doesn't that get old? You know, and I know, you know, my moderator Shauna helps out so much with pinning the time and temp, and even when she pins it, people will still ask it. It's right there, and it shows they're just doing it on purpose. Here's the water tower. Look at that. But I misinterpret comments all the time. I had a good discussion with a friend, follower today and yesterday where I initially misinterpreted their original content. They were actually talking about something else, and I took it personally. I won't go into the details. And then we eventually worked it out, and it was all a big misunderstanding. And we learned from each other, and it was good, because at first I was afraid they were a troll, but it was really somebody that was trying to explain their perspective to me, and I didn't understand where they were coming from. And I was like, I was like, what did I do? I thought I offended them, and I was like, and then I immediately like started reacting like you know, attacking them. They were attacking me, and then we realized that it was a misunderstanding, and then that's what social media does. The brevity of the content, you can't get inflection of the voice, the brevity, and so many people, including me, we immediately get defensive when it was just like a question or an observation. And I need to learn to not be so defensive and take things personally, but it's hard because I'm a thin-skinned artist. I take things. I thought they were attacking me when they were attacking something that I was filming. that's what it is, you know. And it's good. So here's the John Hancock. It's so tall, 100 stories tall here. So maybe I'll head down Oak Street here. Let's see. We want to go down Oak Street. I want to get to the Gold. Oh, sorry, go. That's great. I want to get to the Gold Coast eventually. Ritz-Carlton, you stayed in the Ritz-Carlton? Yeah, it's a nice hotel. Here's the John Hancock. Yeah, Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable. Yeah, Museum of Science and Industry. So I got a TikTok on the Museum of Science and Industry. I have several TikToks on the Bean. We went to the Bean this morning. That's where I actually got my demerit there. And yeah, we just went by Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable. You missed it earlier on this live. I can't be everything everywhere at once. But I think you're just, you know what's going on there. Hey, that's good. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate the support and everybody message. Look, there's a convertible truck. They got a convertible truck. That's nice. There's a pigeon. So Mike Dickens is down that way. How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate it. That's great. That's great. Thank you. And here, the Magnificent Mile Art Festival. But maybe tomorrow we'll head into Grant Park at lunchtime and see him setting up the Sueños Festival. And then I can talk about that the way I wanted to talk about it this morning without getting my conversation hijacked by TikTok and me kicking myself. The Bean. Willis Tower. Yeah, we got TikToks on the Willis Tower there. We got content on all that stuff. I'd never get home if I go film all that stuff every night. And if I film it, people would miss it and they want me to film it the next night. But there, yeah, there's the Palm Olive. Used to be the Playboy building. See, there's that Lindbergh light at the top that we were talking about earlier. They light that up sometimes, probably about once a month. And when you catch it, it's just beautiful. I guess why I got TikToks of it shining over the lake, but they don't turn it on often. And I don't know what prompts them to turn it on or not. We'll do some window shopping here, Michael Kors. Look at these nice window displays and landscape. Look at that. I can just see. We'll go down Oak Street. We'll go down Oak Street. I'll get some nice footage here of Oak Street, the fashion shops. We'll go by Bravco. Yeah, Bravco. Michael, here's 900 North Michigan. This is the Bloomingdale's building right here. Right across from Louis Vuitton, Bulgari, Omega Watches. There's the Drake Hotel. Yeah, the Playboy building. June 22nd. Okay, good. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, Bravco. Yeah, Michael messaged me. He goes, what'd you do this time? Because he knows I've been punished before by TikTok. He's been around. But here's the Drake Hotel, Walton, Michigan. We're just waiting for the light to change here. We'll go down Oak Street. Yeah, I want to see if I can catch this street with the wood blocks. If they still got it, we'll go to Bank Street, the Gold Coast, and then we'll just head up through the park there. Yeah, Mike Dicka's. I know, I'm so sad it's closed too. I got a TikTok on it. They still got the caricature of Mike Dicka in the sidewalk. So I can show you that again. This, I already passed it. They drew a picture of Mike Dicka in the concrete there. And he's got his mustache, and I think he signed it. But yeah, I think there's still a Mike Dicka's restaurant in Oak Brook. It's out in the western suburbs there by the mall there. And sadly, it's not in the city anymore. It was such a great location there. You always could smell people smoking cigars there. But here, we'll go down Oak Street here. So we went to the beach the other days there. Yeah. Yeah, everything's controversial. Everything's controversial. I know. Welcome to my world. I can't even film a butterfly or anything. Someone will find offense in it. Look at these. Look at these pink. Look at these pink leaves there. I like this. So here, I'll cross the street here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get across the street here. Oak Street. I'm gonna get run over here. Oak Street and Lakeshore Drive. There's the Drake Hotel. Look at the Palm Olive, the John Hancock, north end of Michigan Avenue. Motorcycles are getting on the highway. People waiting for the bus here. A lot of people must have went to the beach today. We got some wind, but we'll head down Oak Street here. I'll show you the nice high-end fashionista shops. Looks like they're doing construction. They got barriers here. So we'll stay on this side of the street. Yeah, the old Jaguar almost got me. Here it is right here. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, it's an XJ Sport going in the parking garage. Yeah, this is a very prestigious address right here. They got probably lake views. Somebody's yelling. But here we'll show some of the, look at the watches here, that nice sailboat. Burton's Jewelry. IWC Schaffenhausen. Look at those watches. A bathing ape. So that's new. That's new. That look at that nice. I bet that looks nice at night. It's called a bathing ape. They're lined up to get in there. I don't know what's going on. There's Richard Millet, Rasney Jewelers. Here's Geneva Seal. And here, look at this. Look at that jewelry there. 1928 Gold Medal Award. Used to be the Lakeshore Trust and Savings Bank. They remodeled it. So this used to be the Lakeshore Savings Bank. Now it's the Geneva Seal. So that's why this goes back to 1928. It's got a historic plaque on it. Look at those watches. We're looking at some of the high-end merchandise here on Oak Street. Richard Millet, Rasney Jewelers, Paul Stewart, Graf. Here's Vince. And am I saying that right? Hopefully my Italian's better. Here's the Fig and Olive. Look at all this. See, they're doing work on this building. There's so much construction going on. There's Chanel, Enzo, Magie. Hey, they got a Memorial Day. 40% off. Carolina Herrera. Yeah, look at that. Look at that purse. You like that purse? Look at these shoes. Look at these shoes. Oh, the security's fine with me filming here. They think I'm casing the joint. Dolce and Gabbana. There, Dolce and Gabbana there. You get it. I can't afford none of this stuff. There's Chanel number 5. Van Cleef, Montclair. Tom Ford. Get some Ford models. There's security looking at me. They're like, look at that live streamer. Let's get him. Here's the Esquire Theater. So this used to be a movie theater. Me and Michael are old enough. Michael remembers going there as a kid from Bravco. How you doing here? See, the security's all looking. They're looking at me film here. Yeah, how you doing? See, they're doing construction here. So there's Le Colonial. This used to be a Vietnamese, well, it still is a Vietnamese French restaurant. It used to be on Rush Street. They moved it over here next to Montclair. Here's Harry Winston. Bathing Ape, is that a spa? Yeah, I don't know. That's new. I don't know anything about that Bathing Ape because that did not used to be there. That's relatively new. Here's St. John, Wolford. Look at that terracotta. Look at this beautiful building here. See, you can live above these. Some people live above these shops on Oak Street. There's residential buildings that are several stories tall. Milani Boutique, Fabry. But there's Bravco, Tory Burch, Lowe, Harry Winston. They're working on Oak Street, so they're only letting traffic go one way. It's usually two ways. But there's Bravco Beauty. So check out Bravco Beauty. Michael might be right there. I see him right there. And then above there, they got the Astrology Boutique. Here's the Golden Goose. Cause. Golden Goose. Look at these shoes. Look at these shoes. Yeah. Golden Goose. Hey, there I am. How you doing? See, people say I don't show my face. How you doing? Aztec Warrior. Yeah, I know. House payment. I'd be afraid I'd go in here and knock something over and they make me pay for it because I broke it, you know. And look at it. Look at silverware. This is Christoph. Marc Jacobs. There were people protesting fur. They were people protesting fur out in front of here. I came here one Saturday. I talked to Michael, and there were people protesting Marc Jacobs right here. There's all this stuff. Yeah, Oak Street. See, they've been working on the street. They've been working on the street for a long time here. Hey, how you doing? So here's Prada. Here's Prada. Devil wears this stuff. Prada right at Oak and Rush Street. Yeah, go to Prada. There, they're moving. They're filling in the hole there. The city that works. Hey, get you that Prada hat right there. That's nice. I'm making people dizzy. I'm spinning around here. Well, here we'll head up Rush Street. We'll go through Mariano Park. I go this way all the time, as people know, but yeah, we already passed the Tesla store. The Tesla store is down there. So if I would have just went up Rush Street, we'll catch it tomorrow. Or I usually often I go by the Tesla store. I got TikToks on it, just like anything else. You know, wherever I go, people are asking me to go somewhere else. I'm just trying to get home. I'm pretty tired. You know, that might be why I made the mistake this morning. I was kind of tired and grumpy. Look at this convertible. Eldorado. It's a classic Eldorado convertible. Look at that. Parked right here. Hugo's Frog Bar. Here's Hugo's Frog Bar. People are sitting outside. We'll go by Gibson's here. Rush Street here. So they're moving the Tavern on Rush right there. It used to be Nico. Tavern on Rush used to be there where it's Bellevue. Here's Gibson's Steak and Fish. People know Gibson's Steakhouse here. We talk to the staff sometimes. Look, $16.99. What a deal. Valet your car. Frank Sinatra Place. Yeah. People sitting out here. Look at that good food there. Yeah. Oh. How you doing? There's this guy. They're looking at this guy. So hey, we know these gentlemen. They always sit out here at the Mariano Park. Look at Gibson's here. It's looking nice. How you doing? And yeah, the flowers are looking nice. Look at this. Here's Whispers. They got the gelato. Yeah, let's check out this gelato here. Whispers in Mariano Park. Got the fountain on. There, you want to look at that beautiful gelato. Look at the fountains looking nice. You can just put your feet right up there. Get your juice. Sit in the chair here. Hang out with the pigeons and the dogs and the people and enjoy this beautiful 73-degree weather. We got the whole summer ahead of us. Mariano Park here, head up to the Gold Coast. Hey, it's a beautiful dog. How you doing there? So there's Carmine's. Carmine's, they're redoing it. Hey, smoke a cigar there. Yeah, that's great. And hey, Robert Ratcliffe, Angel, Taco, Merc. Grim Evil's on. Is Grim Evil on? Yeah. Used to have an 85 Eldorado. That is awesome. Yeah, very, very nice suspension, right? Yeah, you go over the railroad tracks, you'll be bouncing up and down for the next mile. My dad used to have a Ford LTD, a big long one, like from like 1976. How you doing? It's on TikTok. Oh, it's YouTube. I got. Yeah, YouTube. I got blocked from TikTok this morning, so I had to switch to YouTube. No, I'm walking down the street. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's good. See, I knew there was a catch. I thought he really wanted to talk to me. He wanted to see what I was streaming there. Yeah. But yeah, the '69 4-door Lincoln. That's great. '84 Chevelle. Yeah, we're talking about the old cars there. That's great. $7. Yeah. That's why people are always like, why aren't you buying any food? That's why. I got food at home. Here's Lou Malnati's. You go to Lou Malnati's, get your Chicago-style pizza. Yeah, it might be a better deal than the gelato. Here's Devereaux's up at the top there. We're still on Rush Street here. We'll go by Goddess and the Grocer. 79 Malibu. Old police car. Yeah, see, it's like the Bluesmobile there. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, Chevelle. Eldorado. Look at all the 87 Eldorado. That's great. Chevelle. Yeah. That's me. And I'm on YouTube because I got a 3-day suspension from TikTok. Oh, no. So yeah, my mouth got me to show. But hey, thanks for saying hello. Appreciate that. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. That's good here. So hey, Nelios. So here we'll yeah, let's see if this Bank Street is still unpaved with the wood blocks. I want to check it out here. Grandfather loves the big cars, yeah. Couldn't roll down the windows. It was probably got pretty hot in the summertime, I guess, unless you had air conditioning, but yeah, that's hard. See, positive and negatives to everything. Today's weather, I don't think it got up to 85. Maybe that was yesterday. How's it going, Amber? Brazil. Yeah, what time is it? Can you guess what time it is? It's hammer time. No, it's 5:49 in the PM, Central Time Zone, North America. There's the Chicago Tea House. We got about 72 degrees. Beautiful, picture-perfect weather. Thanks for joining in here. We're on YouTube because I got a suspension on TikTok, so thanks for watching me on here. You can throw it right on your flat screen TV if you got the YouTube app on your smart TV. Turn your phone sideways, 720p. Hey Jessica, thanks for being on here. So I'm gonna head to the Gold Coast. I'm gonna go up to Bank Street because I'm gonna see if we can find what someone sent me on TikTok today here. So we'll cross. Yeah, we got the light here. This beautiful restored. The CVS is at the bottom. They kept this storefront, and we'll go by this modern building up here, and I'll show you the plaque here. They got the beautiful glass block. This building goes back to 1936. It's a rare building that was built at the depths of the Great Depression when like nothing else was built. Look at this beautiful historic building. It's on the National Historic Register. That glass block. You know, in the 80s, all these people tried to use this is the original glass block here. Look at that little flourish there. And you got the glass block right here. Here it is, Fisher Studios. Art moderne style. One of the city's best examples of pre-World War II modernism. Andrew Rabori, architect. Look at this. And look how you can look down the side here. They got all the seating there. Look at this beautiful building here. Look at the windows. And look at the glass block here. Let's see if I can get back a little bit here. See those little deer on the side there. They got it there. 1209 State Street is where we're at here. This Art Moderne. And you can imagine how modern that looked in 1936. It was like straight out of Metropolis there. That movie, futuristic movie from the 20s. Thanks, John James. So you're an hour ahead. Yeah, you're in Eastern Time Zone. But we're getting close. I think in another block I'll be able to tell you whether we're going to be able to see what I want to see. Either it'll be paved over or I'll be able to try to find this wood block, and I'll get really excited because we always film the wood block alley. And we always knew there were other streets, so we didn't realize they just paved it over with asphalt and that the wood block was still underneath there, like cobblestone. Because there was a brief period in the city where for some reason they made a decision to start paving some of the streets with wood block, and they treated the wood, and then it became like petrified. And some of them, that woodblock alley, they restored it, and it still exists to this day. A rare street paved with wood blocks on their end, so the grain points up and down. Look at this nice block here. Man, always something interesting. Like, I don't want to hinder people here. Beautiful dogs. Look at these cute dogs. How you doing, dude? Yeah. How you doing? Yeah. Oh. Look at these facades. Look at this. They got the Sphinx right there. It's like MC Escher. Look at those. Look at that mansard roof. So I lied. We got one more block. This is Goethe. So between Goethe and Schiller, there should be a mid-block street called Banks, and I think that's where the person was filming it. And it said 10 hours ago, so I don't know if they filmed it today or they filmed it some other time. So we'll check it out here. We'll go by the window boxes here at the Churchill building. We'll go by the pump room. Tara, how's it going there? Carla, Kevin. Drive-in theater. Yeah, I take those big cars to the drive-in theater. Yeah, Goethe. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. It's not Goethe. It's Goethe. It's the German language writer wrote Faust. You know, we got Schiller and Goethe. There's statues to both of them in Lincoln Park. Here's Ambassador Room, harking back to the German American heritage in Chicago. Yeah, here's the pump room. So this used to be the pump room. Now they call it the Ambassador Room to match with the name for the Ambassador Hotel. But it used to be called the Pump Room. It's nice restaurant, and people go here for brunch. There's a nice salon right over here. Yeah, they put up and down to help with vibration and noise. That's a good comment there. Thanks for the information. There's Marion Strokirk. Look at that salon there. Look at all the people getting their hair done. Marianne Strokirk. So, the moment of truth is at hand. We're about to cross Banks here. We'll see if it's still unpaved or if the wood blocks forever disappeared over the new asphalt. Because I noticed this building, I think I could see this building in the background. And they didn't mention the name of the street when they were talking about it. And let's see if they still... Yeah, they got it paved over. So it's not... It must have been a different time. Because it sure looked like this street. And you see it's paved over. So, and it must have been like last year. It must have been like a different time and they just posted it. So it's not, so apparently when they paved over this street a while ago, there was wood block underneath it, and someone just posted a video, or reposted a video. Maybe that video was reposted. This was where the video was taken at, because I could see this building in the background right there. And so underneath this street is a bunch of wood blocks, and you can see that in the TikTok. So I knew we were going to go by here anyway, so we'll just head home, go up to the park here. We can go by the ducks. I could head over to Wells Street. Let's do that. Let's go over to Wells Street. Let's get out of the Gold Coast here. Oh, I used to work at a printing, yeah, they used the wood block that way. That's good. Yeah, you know, even the floors of some manufacturing facilities would have that, because if you were dealing with steel or anything heavy, it would bounce on the floors. And hey, look at the dog with the stick. Yeah, how you doing there? It's a nice stick. That's awesome. Thank you. So here's the original Playboy Mansion. We filmed this before. Of course, Hugh Hefner bought this in 1959 and lived here through the 60s before he moved to, of course, the Beverly Hills, the more famous Playboy Mansion. But this is the original one. Bought it in 1959. Like I said, there was a pool in the basement, had a trap door with a fire pole, and now it's housing. They divided it up into condos. You can live in. Piece of history there, the original Playboy Mansion over on State Street. Yeah, we'll cut over Schiller. We'll head all the way over to Wells. We'll go by the house with the ducks, and then we'll go through the Old Town Triangle there. We'll film the beautiful housing here. You pup showing off the stick, yeah. Everything's better with the stick. Yeah, Julie, we'll we'll try to see if the ducks are out tonight. Thanks for sticking with me on YouTube here. I appreciate it, everybody. And yeah, we'll go by Schiller State here. Got to get across the street here. Nope. Go ahead. They're turning. We'll let them go. I always let the cars go ahead because they can go so much faster than I can walk across the street. I think that all these newer condo buildings, look how you can ramp down and then you can walk over the top of it to get into the main entrance there. We're heading west on Schiller here. Have a good evening there, Sharon. Crystal Blue Funk. See you, Chris. Julie Reed. No, you're saying bye to Chris there. That's good. Yeah, Chris plays pinball on Thursday. That's good. So appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by there, Chris. And yeah, we got 69 people. This is pretty good. Pretty good for YouTube. Appreciate you following me on other platform here. This is nothing. You know, I needed a break from TikTok anyway, and this is so refreshing. I can manage the comment scroll. I can actually see what people are saying, focus on what matters there. Yeah, Chris is a pinball wizard. Look, they got the fountain on here. They got a nice fountain here. Yeah, look at this beautiful building. Got the nice gas lights here. Stop gaslighting me. Look at it. Here we'll cross. We'll let them go. Go ahead. Across Dearborn Street. Beautiful Dearborn Street, Gold Coast, Chicago. Yeah, riding the bike. Walking the dog. Walking the dog. There are people that live here. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, fountains. Thanks, Mama Goo. Yeah, Ventron. Isn't this nice and landscape? Yeah. See, we get to expose a whole new audience to the magic of 720p landscape live streaming. You can throw it on your TV. I think the sound's better. Less trolls. I can speak more freely on YouTube. But trust me, you know, I'm always scanning, trying. There's things that, even things like film, like certain stores will trigger the algorithm. It's that sensitive. And it's not just me. Other people, Anna Robb, Kevin can tell you, Anna Robb's got temporary bans too. One time, one of my favorite Anna Robb stories is Beyonce came to Detroit. Well, of course, Beyonce came to Chicago. I was out of town. I was in Texas. Then Beyonce went to Detroit right after Chicago. And of course, Anna Robb, she's a live streamer like me in Detroit, walks around Detroit, has a huge following. And she, of course, was covering the Beyonce concerts, but she, like me, couldn't afford the tickets. And so people were watching. They literally did a GoFundMe, pulled together money so she could buy a ticket the day of the concert. And she went inside after the concert already started, I think, and started live streaming the Beyonce concert. And just her reaction of being so overwhelmed and excited that she got to go into the Beyonce concert, she was streaming it. Well, she got banned for a week for live streaming copyrighted content. And I don't know if it was Beyonce's group that did it or TikTok, but, you know, and she goes, look, you know, I wasn't even planning to go in. You guys got me into trouble, because they got her to do it, you know, peer pressure. And then she did it and was happy, but then she got a week suspension because they talked her into going. It's just like when I got talked into going in Ralph Lauren. Well, look what happened then. You know, I got kicked out of Ralph Lauren. I should have known. It was my own fault. I stayed. I had my window to get out of there, and I stayed longer. And then the guy saw me. He's like, "Get out!" He's like, "Turn that off." I said, "I ain't turning it off. I got 500 people watching." So I ran out the door. But I didn't post a rerun. I didn't want to. I was respectful to the guy. The guy didn't want to be on camera. I didn't film him. I was just trying to get out of there. You can read the comments on the smart TV. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Watch the boat rides. Isn't that nice? That's a good one to watch. If you can watch that rerun where we went on the water taxi. I took it lunchtime. We went from Michigan Avenue to Ogilvie. And then on the way back, you got to watch it towards the end. We go underneath the bridges there when they're lifting them for the sailboats. Right as they're, you know, going through there, and we were on a boat with them going through there when they were lifting the Masco drawbridges there on the Chicago River, and it was just beautiful when they do that on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Here we're crossing the wide LaSalle Street, and we'll head into Old Town. Look at these windows. It's round windows here. This is a nice one. Look at this beautiful grouping of windows here. We'll go right, we'll pop out at Orso's here, Cobbler Square on Wells Street. We'll go through Old Town. Concerts from all the time. I know, isn't that funny? So I see other people stream like concerts. They have no problem. You know, same with, you know, I went to the Cubs game. I was afraid to stream it. I see people stream the entire football game there at the NFL. Any accounts or descriptions without the NFL's explicit consent are strictly prohibited. And then they're broadcasting the whole game, you know, and I'm okay with it, but, you know, I don't want to risk it, you know. If you got like 500 people watching, they start to take notice, you know, on TikTok. Look at this balconies. But here we're still on Schiller Street. Here's the side of Orso's. See, they got it. Well, we'll be able to look in through here. Yeah, look at this. It's beautiful. How you doing here? She's looking right at me here, so. Yeah, look at Orso's here. I want to film through this window here. It's hard. I can't. It's too much glare. There's the L train going by. Boxing fights on TikTok. Yeah, that's good. See, you can find anything. Look how this grout comes out of the brick here. But Winnie Couture, Cobbler Square. Across the street is Broken English Taco Pub. And we'll go by Orso's here. Yeah, it's hard to see with the sun there. Here, I'll spin around here. There, Ristorante Italiano. Orso's. Hey, how you doing here? Welcome to Old Town. Old Town widescreen here. Yeah, we'll go by the Esadora Salon and Spa. Look at that behind there. That's nice. Psychic. Here's the gaslight cord here. We'll show the gaslight brick cobblestones here. Look at that. Weeping Mortar. Yeah, the grout's sleeping out. It's called Weeping Mortar. Thanks for the good information here. Here, while I'm on YouTube, let's get over this fence. Look at this beautiful gaslight cord here. I'm filming over the fence here. This is Old Town. This is what makes Old Town so charming. See that little fuzz floating down there? Look at the fuzz floating down from the trees. And gaslight cord here. And we'll go back. Old Jerusalem restaurant right here. Sit out here. Yeah. Dogs. Go to Jenny's Ice Cream. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. There's the Poorhouse. Welcome to the Poorhouse. Went here with Brandon on the St. Patrick's Day weekend. We had a good time. Studio Legree. But yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. For some reason, I'm exhausted today. I don't know, the whole day just wore me out. And I just want to get home and rest and go to sleep. I'm too tired to be heading into the Memorial Day weekend like this. So I'm glad I got a break from TikTok. I feel pressure because if I don't live stream in my normal schedule, people freak out. And then on weekends, people want me to live stream everything that happens every weekend, and I can't physically do it. It's just too much stuff. And I appreciate people want me to check it out, but then I feel like I'm like people are trying to control me, like I'm the Manchurian candidate. They're like, go there, go that, do this. You're doing it wrong. You pronounced it wrong. It's all your fault. And then you get blocked anyway. Look at all this fuzz floating through the air. It's all this fuzz. There, the art of hair design. Yeah, I need a weekend too. Thanks for understanding. I got to do my own laundry. I got to do my own dishes. Go to the grocery store. I do have a dishwasher that helps out. Yeah, look, here's the Burton Place, that goes over to the Theophil Studios. So they removed the sculpture. Remember how they had the sculpture here with the Ripley's Believe It or Not fountain? It's gone. So I'm glad we documented that before they removed it. So let's see if we can find the ducks. We still got a few blocks. Oh, yeah, the emotional trauma of just dealing with, number one, people bashing the city. Number two, people bashing me or my moderators. Or people, three, you know, when they bash Chicago, I feel like they're bashing America. And it'll be other Americans doing it, you know, and people bring up politics. They'll bring up stuff I don't want to talk about. They'll say, you know, go to O Block, you know, and it's just constant. And then, okay, on top of that, my moderators do a great job. People actually get blocked because things get misinterpreted. It's hard to interpret the contents and comments intent, things like that. And then people find me in the TikToks and they're like, how dare you? They think I muted them. I'm like, you think I got time to mute people? I miss most of the comments. And then they'll just be incensed, you know, and I'm like, hey, I get banned and blocked all the time. TikTok's not free speech. What do you expect here? You know, look at here's the LG's bar. I'm sorry, I'm in the way here. I'm blocking the path everywhere I go. There's somebody right behind me here. Here's, Red Orchid Theater. Here's Kamahachi. Hey, get some sushi. Is Bob on? Yeah, we got the Kamahachi here. We'll go by Woody's. People are sitting outside here on Wells Street, enjoying the evening. Get a beer hug. How you doing? Go ahead.
Thank you.
Woody's. There's Woody's. Go up to the balcony. Yeah. Smells great. There, look at the top of there. They go up to the Utopian Tailgate. There's Zany's. We film this all the time, but we're doing it on YouTube there. The Comedy Club, Up Down Cigar. Merci beaucoup. Hey, they got this seating out here. The pizza place here. There's La Fournette. So, 49th Annual Wells Art Festival, June 8th and 9th. And I think that's what the Old Town Art Fair there associated with it. Here's the Gallucci's Pizza right here. Yeah, go to Gallucci's. How you doing here? Look, I got the windows open. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, welcome to Old Town. Bill's Coffee. Foxtrot's gone. Hey, it's a nice balloon. Happy day, happy day. Galleria Liquors. So we're at North and Wells here, Utopian Tailgate. There's the Second City. We go by that all the time. We're on a mission to find the ducks. We're on a mission from God. So hey, we got the light here. So they want to build a new condo building here. It's controversial. They want to build it 40 stories tall. And they're going to replace the Walgreens with a smaller Walgreens within the building. They want to tear down this gas station. Moody's church wants to expand. And they actually talk about renovating the Treasure Island, which since Dom's gone and Foxtrot's gone, I'm all for that. But, you know, I don't have to live here. I know it would block some of Eugenie Terrace's view and this view, but they're trying to make the building slenderer and work with the aldermen and all the political horse trading that has to go on to build a high-rise in any neighborhood, you know, even downtown. Yeah, pizza for dinner. Yeah, thanks, K Closet. Thanks for understanding. Live streaming takes a mental toll. I've talked to Sarah about it too. I'm like, it's hard. It's hard on my moderators too. You know, look at that. Here, Utopian Tailgate. Still on Wells Street there. There's Kokorin's. Look at this. Yeah, sit out here. Professor Pizza. Utopian Tailgate up on the roof there above the Second City. Here's Professor Pizza. We went here for the grand opening. You can sit right out here. And here's the historic entrance to the Second City. We'll do this in landscape here. Of course, this was salvaged from the Garrick Theater, which was designed by Adler and Sullivan, Louis Sullivan. It was originally the Schiller Theater. It was a German language theater, and that's why originally there were these German writers and musicians. We know this is Mozart. people are still confused about who the other guys go. They're pretty obscure abilities, people that were famous in the 1800s that are no longer famous now. And see Chris Farley, all the SNL greats that came through here. John Belushi, Second City here, Improv Theater. You can still see live improv there. And they got you got kind of like a mall in there, and this beautiful facade that was salvaged by Richard Nickel. Remember, we went up to Graceland Cemetery. We saw both Louis Sullivan's grave and Richard Nickel. They're not as close to each other as I thought. And we even saw Daniel Burnham's and many other famous people buried in that cemetery. Chicago PD, they were bashing Chicago pizza. Yeah, we got all kinds. Country and Western. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. You know, Chicago's pizza's kind of made its full circle there. It's kind of old hat, and you can't eat it every night here. See, look, I can show this because we're on YouTube. I would be afraid to show that on TikTok. I'm not joking, because, and you know, it's legal in Illinois. So, you know, I run into this all the time. I'll be like, oh, that's an interesting storefront. And I'm like, oh, I can't film it. Like we were in Boys Town. There's head shops and dispensaries all over that. And everywhere I looked, I was like, I can't film that. It's a beautiful storefront, but it's got a dispensary there, you know. TikTok censors so much. And you don't realize it until you take it out into the street. Yeah, it's one thing when you live stream from your basement or from your bedroom. And you see people hitting, you know, VAPEs, they hit them all the time. I don't know how YouTube is with tobacco products, but or the other stuff too. But Beats His Life. Yeah, Blues Brothers reference. Used to bartend up here. Yeah, it's something else. That's good. TRG. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? This is relaxing. It is. Danny Hensley. Yeah, it's being usurped by corporations. I see your comment, Danny. I rail against corporatism all the time. I'm right there with you. And I realize it. You realize it by watching me live stream. You learn where the line is between corporate and public space. Like when I'm kicked out of the Water Tower Place Mall, because you realize it's like a mall. Mall's private land. They can kick you out. It's not public. They want you there shopping, but if you're not shopping, they're like, get out. You know, and all those stores, you're technically supposed to get permission. Now, Target and other places, they don't care. They're big box. I walk right past security. They don't even bat an eye. Right where they're standing, there's where the ducks are at, so I'll give them some time. They're filming the ducks too. So good, I'm not the only person that films the ducks here. Here we are in Eugenie Street on YouTube. There's Eugenie Terrace there. Here, we'll slowly creep up here and we'll see if the ducks are out. It looks like they are, because I think they're checking them out here. This beautiful grouping of buildings here. These are workmen's cottages here. Eugenie, there they are. Yeah, the ducks. Look at that. Yeah, the ducks. There you go, everybody. There's hanging out on the point there. Let's see if we can find the turtles. How you doing, the ducks? Look at that. Hey, Annette, Patricia, you seeing us here? Look at the ducks here. Let's just go through the fence here. Look at that. Look at this beautiful habitat. Yeah, how you doing there, ducks? What do you say? You having a nice day? See, ducks never have to worry about getting banned on TikTok. They can just hang out here and hang with the turtles and munch on their artificial turf there. Yeah, I loved all the ducks. So I think, yeah, there's a turtle right there. Yeah, how's it going? What do you say? Hanging with the ducks. Yeah, not everything can be live streamed. Thanks for understanding. I gotta find the balance. What's the balance? You know. Well, we'll leave the ducks there. Have a good night, ducks. Thanks for letting us say hello. And they get a daily dose of people walking past them every day. Like, look at all these people just walking by. Quackity quackers. And Kevin. Hey, Julie, I'm glad you saw that cake closet taco jalapeno angel. Yeah. Carrie. Northwest Side, old hippie reunion. Yeah, let's get we'll get with Crazy Dog Dad and we'll have a hippie reunion. It'll be great. Here's yeah, St. Michael's is down that way. We'll go up Crilly Court here. So I just want to get home now. We got the ducks here in landscape. Yeah, Robert Radcliffe. Kevin saw him too. Good, Dolores. They recognize me. They're like, there's that guy. Comes by and films us every week. They said, why aren't you on TikTok? They were looking for me on TikTok. I showed up on YouTube. They tune in sometimes. The ducks. Look at these flowers. These beautiful flowers here on Crilly Court. It's nice stoops. You know I like some nice stoops. Look at that bench here. So here's the Henry Gerber House, National Historic Landmark. He was over 100 years ago, exactly 100 years ago, first chartered organization advocating for the civil rights of gay people. 100 years ago, Henry Gerber House, a pioneer, long before it was called the LGBTQ movement, when, like, you know, very early civil rights pioneer there, Henry Gerber. And commemorated, used to live right here on this block here, Crilly Court. I walked by that for years and didn't even know that was there, because it's kind of hidden, the plaque. Here we'll go up St. Paul. Yeah, life's a breeze for the ducks. Living's easy. But you know, look at all the wildlife that coexists here in the city. Of course, we got the squirrels, the rabbits, the pigeons, you know, all the seagulls, and the, you know, people have seen coyotes right in the heart of the city, and that's just recently a phenomenon in the last 20 years. Nature that finds oil. Look at this beautiful porch here on St. Paul Street, Old Town, Chicago. It smells heavenly. It smells heavenly here. There's no cicadas yet. I see the cicadas are coming out certain areas south of here, and it's horrible. People are stepping on them. They're everywhere, but I don't see any cicadas yet. At least not here. Yeah, thanks, Robert. Thanks for giving me weekends off. Look at this nice little bird. That's a bird picnic table. You put the bird food right in there under the umbrella. If I could catch a bird sitting on there, that would be just perfect. Or a squirrel. 2 squirrels sitting there on the picnic table, hanging out, playing checkers. Thanks. Yeah, I know it's all in my own head. You know, I guess I'm a people pleaser. You know, it's like, that's why I answer questions I shouldn't, because most people will be just like, you know, F off. And I'm like trying to like explain stuff to them, and they don't want it to be explained to them because that's not why they're asking, you know. And you never can tell what people's motives are. You guys are great. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, just riding the bike up. This is North Park. We'll go by Alumni Lanes. Yeah, you guys know right where we're at. We walk by this stuff all the time here. 1891 Alumni Lanes. There they got the nice little murals of the kids there. Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, Menominee Boys and Girls Clubs up here. Here's Willow Street. Thank you, Sharon. Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, check it out on YouTube. We might do this all the time. It's such a chill way for me to ease into the evening. And usually my mods, we've been having good, nice, chill walks in the evenings. Like we had a nice bike ride yesterday. That worked out really good. Biking up the lakefront and went over to Navy Pier. And here's the Menominee Boys and Girls Club. Like, see, they're doing karate, taekwondo. Look at that. And look at these. See, I think these used to be stables on either side here in the old days, or like a livery stable, or maybe just like they pulled a wagon out of it, you know. And there's like a large coach house here. There's a little free library. There's the yellow house. It's hard to see with the sun. But yeah, which way should we go? Yeah, let's go up this way. I don't want to film this family here, but I want to go this way because I want to go up to Lincoln here, so I'll film across the street here. You got cicadas on the northwest side. That's amazing. Look at that nice group of buildings. And if you get away there, you can see, how's it going? I'm going to head this way. I'm going to film the Whacker house up here. Look at this. Yeah, look at these beautiful buildings here. So we'll go right past the Ann Halstead house. I want to get that landscape. Beautiful row houses there designed by Louis Sullivan. If you just joined, we're in Chicago. We're on north end of the Old Town Triangle, kind of entering Lincoln Park on my way home from work here. We walk up here often, but not usually on YouTube. And we'll get the terracotta here. Nice human scale. Drinking, my lord. And a cicada at the bottom of the glass. There you go. That's the Chicago way with the cicada. Yeah, everybody customized it there. You got to have the bitter, my lord. I'd rather drink absinthe myself personally if you're going to drink something bitter like that. But get some wormwood. Well, here, look at this. Look at this nice apartment block here. North Park. No, this is Lincoln Park West. We're on Lincoln Park West because here's the Ann Halstead row houses. So Ann Halstead's house is up on Belden. And of course, I'm sure you heard of Halstead Street, but then this whole block was designed by Louis Sullivan. Look at the beautiful cornice there. And the beautiful stained glass windows. They landscape it so nice. Sometimes there'd be a bike right there. Look, they got the dragon fountain. The Ann Halstead house, the row houses. And Louis Sullivan, you see, he did these flourishes here. These like terracotta flourishes here that match the red brick. And it's his own designs. Where this is 1885, so it's early in Louis Sullivan's career. He moved here after the Great Chicago Fire, and Adler hired him, I think. Donkmar Adler, is that his first name? Look at this beautiful detailing of Louis Sullivan. His early, you can tell it's Louis Sullivan because it's truly his own. And even the cornice is different than any cornice you would see on any other building. And Halstead row house. And here's the Whacker house. Both of these, the father and the son. The older Whacker, I think his name was Charles. He was a beer baron. He was a beer baron, and then his son was raised in a wealthy family. Became one of the leading families of Chicago. Was part of the 1909 implementation of the Burnham Plan. There, the 1909 plan of Chicago, and the Whacker house here, original beer baron. This Victorian house here on Lincoln Park West, and look how they have it stripped down. The original wood coloring there, and they got a sculpture covered up there. But that used to be the coach house. And I think these were built in the this was built in the 1870s. This was built like later. It was smaller and they added onto it. We see the Ann Halstead row house is 1885. I think this is older. The original goes back to the 1870s. And this certainly goes back to the 1870s, built after the Great Chicago Fire. But that's what some of the houses look like that were burnt down in the Great Chicago Fire. Probably not as ornate as that one. Local news reporter. Yeah, the coyotes. The cicada, my lord. Isn't that spectacular? Yeah, look at this whole group of houses right here. Yeah, it's nice. Thanks for... And even this one's nice too, this Italian 8. Around Lincoln Park West here. Okay, so yeah, let's I wonder if we should go up Clark Street or Sedgwick. I feel like let's go up past the Psychedelic Barbie house. We'll go up Sedgwick, so we'll cut over here. I've done the St. Valentine's Day Massacre at nauseam. You guys all know that story. I don't need to tell that again. We'll go by the Psychedelic Barbie house. Look at these nice row houses here on Wisconsin. We'll cross Wisconsin right here. We're at 6-way intersection, Lincoln, Wisconsin, and Lincoln Park West. Look at these buildings here behind the trees. Look how nice that is. Well, yeah, I've been walking past those houses for a while, so I try to remember the spiel. Like, I got a whole spiel on the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I got a whole spiel on John Dillinger. There's the Lincoln Hotel. You know, we do several historic buildings all throughout the city here. We'll cross the street here. So cars speeding up. When they see me walking across the street, they actually sped up. Hit him. Let's get that guy. There, you want a little rack here? Looks like I blew over there. So there's a little cul-de-sac here. It's behind the Parkway apartments there. There's some nice buildings here. Just they're hard to see behind the trees here. Yeah, tour guide. That's what I'll do if I lose my day job. I'll just be a tour guide. If I had to do it for money, I wouldn't enjoy it. I enjoy it because this is my hobby. I'm glad you guys find peace and enjoyment out of it. See, look, please enter and exit quietly, respect our neighbors. This used to be a club called, what was it called? Catacombs. It was called the Catacombs. There was like a door on the other side there, and you would go down in the basement. It was a fire trap, but no longer exists. Nothing lasts. Widescreen Barbie house. Yeah, let's check it out. So I need to, actually I went the wrong way here. That's okay. Yeah, let's head down. Let's go down past Rinaldi's. Let's see if people are sitting outside. This will get, oh, I discovered a new way to enter Rinaldi's. I don't know why. We'll check out this sushi place. Coming soon, Sushi Nova. So hopefully they'll have some outdoor seating there eventually. Yeah, let's see if anybody's sitting outside here at Rinaldi's. Seems like they are here. Turning a hobby into a job. Yeah, that's I've been trying. That's great. Hey, Lorene, I'm glad you saw the ducks. Wasn't that nice? Hanging out with the ducks. We've been walking by that house for a long time. Yeah, let's just head right down through here. So this is Rinaldi's. They got this nice outdoor seating area. A lot of people that play softball and go to the beach. Of course, you can sit inside there too. But they got all this huge outdoor. It's very popular. So you got a full bar in there. You go to the sports Rinaldi's right here on Lincoln Street. Welcome to Chicago. How's it going? Let's see if we can get past the gauntlet here. Hey, nice pizza. How you doing? Yeah, we'll walk right through. How you doing? Hey, how's it going? Hey, working on sidewalks. It smells heavenly, though. It smells heavenly walking through here. Nice pizza place. Rinaldi's Pizza and Bar. That's what this is. It's really happening in the summertime. These people want to sit outside and then look across the street. We got these nice Italianate buildings. We'll head up Lincoln Way here. We got the sun. Yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. Thanks, Serene. It's been a long week. Thanks for understanding. I'm almost home. Don't worry. I'm almost home. This is like I've been doing this for years. Look at the hopscotch. Get the hopscotch. Yeah. There's a crazy worm there in the window. Look at these heads. We show these heads. These are from the Garrick Theater too. So how, you know, we saw the Second City. These heads were formerly downtown on the Garrick Theater, which was the Schiller Theater. They were like something from like a German play or something. And look at this beautiful house here with this mansard roof and the fire escape that they use as a balcony. You use that as a balcony, but they added this wall later and they put these heads in there after they tore that building down. You would see those heads in different buildings all throughout the city. There's the lions there. Look at these beautiful buildings across the way here. Lincoln Avenue. They use some of these buildings in the Public Enemies, that movie with Johnny Depp about John Dillinger. I remember when they filmed that in the 2000s here. Yeah, thanks TRG. Thanks for understanding. Yeah, that's why I flipped out this morning. Got to take breaks. We'll take breaks. Memorial Day. Hey, pizza. Roadwork ahead. It's gonna be a bumpy year. We're just getting started. Something big's gonna happen this year. It just hasn't happened yet. Everybody's waiting for the next shoe to drop. What's next? Look, Lincoln, 1967, Lincoln Avenue.
So I think I'm gonna run him up.
Your brother collects Hot Wheels? Hey, looking for the Hot Wheels. That's good. Hey, everybody's got to have a hobby. Mine's walking around, filming stuff. I'm usually walking anyway. I've been walking for years. Now I got something else to add to it. It's perfect. So here we'll cross Armitage, six-way intersection. That used to be Stanley's. Look, premier restaurant bar opportunity. Yeah, you go to Stanley's, Gay-ass fondue place that Betts is there. They got a Thai place, sushi place. That used to be the CVS. It's gone, baby, gone. Here we can walk through the, let's do this. I'll rest my vocal cords because I'll go quiet. You guys will be able to deal with me going quiet. I'm going to go quiet as we walk through the former site of the Augustina Hospital. This nice new urbanist style development. See the Augustina Hospital. We'll go right through here and I'll go quiet until we pop out, and then we'll go see the psychedelic Barbie house. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago, Lincoln Park. Just off of Sedgwick in Lincoln. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, people ask, they're like, what's that area? You walk back in this little triangle park. Technically, this is private land. You know, it's meant for the residents, but they're pretty cool if you just, you know, I'm going to visit somebody here. Somebody lives, just how you get access to some of these interior units here. Look at this nice little triangle park. Yeah, look at the trees. Nice happy trees. Nice little paths. Human scale. You know, for humans. It's not automobile scale, interstate scale, mall scale. It's human scale. Little rocks, little side yards. Nice and quiet. Hardly any street noise back here. You just got the little alcoves. Nice flower boxes. These little details go a long way. Even though this was built in the 1990s, it still has that old world charm because it was intentionally designed that way. This is what I call new urbanism. It's neo-traditional development. It was built, you know, with parking garages and modern amenities. The bugs. So here we'll pop out here. We'll be on, what is this, Dickens? And we'll head over to Sedgwick. Oh, we're almost home, just a few blocks away. I'm getting my second wind now. Look, I get the bike lanes here. Yeah, walking the dog here. I'll go up the bike lane here. Yeah, get a gimbal. The hotspot helps if you get into the crowds. You know, usually your 5G, 4G, every once in a while my stuff will cut out. But look at the pansies here. Hey, Sedgwick and Dickens, look at that. Yeah, thanks, Merc. Nice architecture. Look at these ferns. Look at these ferns they got in here. Nice little grove of ferns. Nice landscaping all around here. Isn't it amazing how we can see these buildings all different seasons? You guys, a lot of you walked through me here in the fall when we filmed the Halloween, and then we went to the Christmas lights. And wintertime, it's all this with snow. Not that much this year. Springtime, beautiful blooming trees, the tulips. Now we're seeing it. Beginning of summer here. Heading into Memorial Day weekend, everything's lush and green, and we've been getting a lot of rain, so everything's green and summery. Rom's Tiny Home Village, yeah. I wondered about that. Yeah, we need like a whole subdivision of tiny homes, or at least a street. They do. There are some places I've seen on the south side where they have the shipping container stores all stacked up on top. Jay's shown that. Jay used to have a City Walking girl had a business in one of those, and it was nice. You know, they down there in Bronzeville, Washington Park, they by the Green Line, they got them. Some of the lots there, they would have shipping containers and put businesses in them. And it's kind of a tiny home, tiny business. Look at that. Look at the lights hitting that. This is Sedgwick Street, Lincoln Park, Chicago. Hey, Mona. Yeah, the greenery calms us down. Walking's good. Look at this sculpture here. See, there's a little courtyard back there. Look at this lush plants here. The lush gardens. There's the psychedelic Barbie house. Look at that. And this one's nice too. This Italianate here. Look at the flowers. But look at those windows. Look at the stained glass windows. Look above there. The mansard roof. There's a fish tank. We can clearly see the fish tank. You see the fish tank in the window. Look at this sculpture. And look at that porch. We can get the whole porch in there with the matching cast iron, wrought iron fencing here in the front. Let me back up a little bit. Let's get across the street here. Just film this whole thing. There's a car coming. Yeah, let's wait for this car to come here. So there you see the porch there. Across the street, here's a bike coming. Look at that. That's a nice building too. Here we're on Sedgwick Street, Lincoln Park, Chicago. And there it is. What I call the psychedelic Barbie house affectionately. I love this house. This Victorian with Italianate flourishes. It's got that mansard roof. The color scheme is just amazing. And people say that we don't know because, you know, we see black and white pictures of Victorian houses. We didn't realize this is traditionally how they used to paint these. They would paint these with these amazing color schemes like that, intricate detail, Queen Anne and Victorian houses, you know. And look right here in Chicago, it's like something you would see in San Francisco or, you know, other areas here. And see, they got the John Kearney statues. There's a giraffe and there's a horse right there. And if I back up, you should see this at night too. I've got TikToks where they light this thing up at night with like green and red and purple lights shining on that paint job. Yeah, isn't that nice? Taking over YouTube. We got 59 people. This is great. Thanks for tuning in here. Psychedelic Barbie house. Look at that fence. That porch. Your wraparound porch. And of course TikTok will say, is that haunted? Everything's haunted. No, it's beautiful. If it is haunted, it makes it even more beautiful. Here, Webster and Sedgwick here. Yeah, the fence is great. Feels like home. Yeah, it feels like home to me. I've lived in this neighborhood for 26 years. There, Webster and Sedgwick. See if we can get across Webster without getting run over here. Oh, they're turning. They kept me some slack. Look at this. These are nice row houses right here in Webster, and these decorate nice for the holidays too. They got the nice flower gardens. Look at the light. Look at that. Just pattern of language there. Just nice rhythm walking down the sidewalk there. Check out the divvy bike. Yeah, the fence is nice. Good fences make good neighbors. So I guess we'll walk in to work on YouTube tomorrow. I'll try to sleep in tomorrow. I've been waking up early, just popping up. That's probably what happened this morning. I probably should have slept in, but we'll give it a try on YouTube, and then I will take the weekend off. I got to call my friend tonight and see if she's coming in for Saturday. We'll make a nice dinner like we planned to do last Saturday, and we'll just walk around. It's supposed to be beautiful weather on Saturday. I know they got the Sueños Festival going on downtown. But we'll try to film the setup for it tomorrow. Might be doing sound check tomorrow for the festival there in Grant Park. Nice Latin music festival, which I think is great. Here's Mid-North District, Chicago Landmark. That's what we just walked to. That's where the psychedelic Barbie house is within. There's the Francis Parker School. Hey, they're petting the dogs there. Yeah. Got the nice benches. They call this Dad's Park. Hanging out with the dogs. Francis Parker School. It's a private school. Yeah, Clark Street's pretty busy. Clark Street's a major thoroughfare. Runs all through the north side. It actually goes down to almost, it goes to Chinatown. And but it's an old Native American Indian trail. That's why it runs at a slight angle. It's the old road to Green Bay would run on this low ridge and became Clark Street. And Lincoln runs at an angle, Milwaukee and Clybourne Elston runs at angles, the old roads, and the grid of Chicago's over the top of them. So yeah, Lorene, this is the neighborhood I live in. Brandy and Michael visited me up here, stayed in my place, which was nice, and we walked around Lincoln Park. And I know you've been to Chicago, so this is like pretty close to where I live. So this is usually where I begin to wrap up my life. So I'll get up to I'll show you the Reeby Moving and Storage Building, which is just Egyptian revival. It's just amazing. And here we'll head up here. We'll cross Belden here. Well, yeah, we'll see if they're playing pickleball. They might be playing. And today would be such a shame to be playing pickleball because it's so nice outside. There's so many outdoor pickleball courts. But in the wintertime, where the Urban Outfitters used to be, they got pickleball now. They got like leagues and stuff. But here, that used to be the Tower Records. You can live up there. That used to be the Walgreens, and now but we'll go up to the Reeby Moving and Storage here. Holtzman's Jewelers, Lincoln Park, Chicago is Clark Street. We'll wrap this up, ease into our Thursday. Yeah, it's a beautiful city. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for checking it out. People are so confused because people are they see TikToks where there's bad stuff that happens all over the city, and that's what they're looking for. And they're so confused. They're like, "That's not Chicago. That's not the Chicago they want to see." And I get it. They want to see like Grand Theft Auto, I guess. I don't know. But here, look at the Reeby Moving and Storage. It's Egyptian Revival. We'll go by Ravens here. There's fireproof construction. Look at this. Look at that beautiful. Look at the Pharaohs. We'll walk right across the street here. Let's film these Pharaohs here. Yeah. Here's looking up Clark Street. Look how you can look straight down to the skyline of Chicago that way. And here's the Pharaohs. Reeby Moving and Storage. Look how nice they look in landscape there. I always joke that I want to be buried in this place. They got a vault, and then they can dig me up someday and think I'm like a mummy or something. In the Reeby Moving and Storage here in Chicago. This was built in 1920s. Here it is, 1921, 1922. National Register of Historic Places. Reeby Moving and Storage here. And it used to be a antique shop here. But sadly that closed. What a wonderful place for an antique shop. Look at the columns. Yeah, a lot of shoes. I need to get some new shoes. I'm wearing holes in these. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, I'll wrap it up right now. When you see the pickleball. Okay, well, we'll be on tomorrow morning probably when I walk into work. Same bad time, same bad channel here. Thanks for tuning on YouTube. We'll be on here for the foreseeable future. Then we'll ease in. I'll take off. Have a nice 3-day weekend. Take a break from live streaming. Hope everybody enjoys. Have a great Memorial Day if I don't see you tomorrow. Everybody enjoy the weekend there. And then we'll catch you tomorrow morning here. Yeah, we go to the Big Apple. Go to the Big Apple right here. The Big Apple Grocery. Nice mom and pop finer foods here. They'll deliver and you can get an account and everything here. But all right, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks everybody. Great walk. Hey, thanks everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot. All right, talk to you later.